If you have received negative feedback on Amazon, it's one of the worst feelings because, as you know, Amazon is very strict with their order defect rate and with their performance metrics that you have to keep your negative feedback and your A to Z claims at an absolute minimum. So if you're getting a lot of negative feedback or a lot of A to Z claims, then you run the risk of getting suspended, which has happened to me before and it sucks. It's a long process to get back onto Amazon. Sometimes it can be quicker, but I was suspended for almost a month and a half last year. And when Amazon is one of your sole incomes or your biggest income coming in, then it can be very stressful. So in order to make the most out of Amazon and to get rid of your negative feedback, the way that I do it is always create a case. Whether or not the feedback is against Amazon guidelines or not, I always create a case and try to fight the feedback and try to get it removed. That won't always work, but a lot of the times it will, because I've had times where they'll be like, customers will be like, well, I can find that product on Bed Bath & Beyond for cheaper, so I wish you would have price matched it, or something to that effect. And then Amazon will remove that because it has a competitor's name right in the feedback. So if that's the case, if you have a feedback where the customer is complaining about a price being cheaper in a different store, Amazon's gonna remove that for you. So if you have feedback like that, make sure you put a case in. But like I said, put a case in for any feedback, negative feedback, or neutral feedback for that matter, that you receive, because it gets removed a lot of the time. And in order to create a case, you can either do it right through Seller Central, or you can do it in the feedback manager, where you see all your feedback, and then you can click resolve beside your negative feedback and try to resolve that case through an Amazon case. And a lot of the times negative feedback will be left for FBA orders, and 99% of the time if it's an FBA order that was fulfilled by Amazon, then Amazon's going to remove that feedback for you because it was something that's likely their error, whether the product arrived damaged. That's what usually happens with FBA orders that you get negative feedback on, is the product arrived damage to the customer, and then the customer is going to try to blame that on you. That will get removed every time if it's a complaint like that. So make sure you put in those cases in order to get that removed. This particularly is the most important time of the year to keep your order defect rate at a minimum and keep it under the 1%, because for those of you that sell toys, as we know, Christmas is coming up, Q4 is coming up, and we want to be able to sell toys during the Christmas season. Obviously that's the hottest seller at this time, and if you're suspended or if you have an order defect rate that's over 1%, then as of October 17th, you will not be able to sell toys. So this is a very key thing to keep in mind, and you gotta make sure that you put these cases in now so that you can get your order defect rate below the 1%, so that you are able to sell toys during the holiday season. I hope this helped you, and if you do have any questions or you have negative feedback that's been left for you that you haven't been able to get rid of, take a copy and paste of that feedback and I'll see if I can somehow help you to get rid of that feedback, or what I would say to Amazon Seller Central support in order to send them a message to try to get that feedback removed. So comment below, guys, and let me know what you guys think. But I hope this helps you, and I hope you can get rid of some of your feedback and be able to sell toys for the holiday season. Thanks for watching, guys.